Hey guys.
What the freak is up, you Weenie Hut Juniors? What's happening?
Bienvenido, Power Bottoms.
We are back with another episode of Dreamcast. I'm not half as sleepy as I usually am doing this podcast.
Yeah,
That's
no.
kind of the whole point.
It's only 9:21.
Yeah, but we are fitting in an episode because we care.
That's right. We care. We care about y'all. And no, we don't. No, we're kidding.
I mean, maybe not everybody that listens to it. I mean, if Kim Jong-un listens to this episode, then I guess we don't really care about him.
Did you hear about him? He's like sick, like really sick.
Good.
Oh my.
I'm sorry.
No, he's like, I don't know.
Sorry.
I don't know what happened, but I don't know if he asked,
Bathtime.
but he was like, if I die, and we're like, everybody's like, whoa, what?
Whoa.
Kim, listen.
This would change a lot.
Yeah, but I don't know what's going on with him.
Dang. Bathtime.
It's affecting many people. Wait, will we get knocked off if we say
Bath time.
Because I know YouTube doesn't allow.
Bath time. Cut the tape.
I'll just replace it with some other word.
Bath time.
All right. Yeah. If we can't say corona,
Bath time.
then we're saying bath
time.
Yeah. All right. So how have you been? How's the family been holding up? How's everything?
My family's good. Your family's good.
We are
I know this because here I am.
at my house.
I've been here the past couple of days because my papa has been working on
My house.
Yeah, just the house in general.
Yeah, because
what has he been working on? Actually, I don't know.
We needed fart fans in our bathrooms, and also like all the stuff in our basement wasn't grounded, so we had to get that grounded.
Yeah.
So-
How long? 2 weeks?
How long was it not grounded?
No, like how long? You said you had to ground it. How long?
I don't know. We had to get him grounded, or else basically, if we had an electrical surge, then it would screw up stuff, and we don't want that.
Did you not get that?
Oh,
Like you're
Oh!
grounded. I said like what? Like 2 weeks?
I get it.
Dang, John.
I might be a little bit more tired than I think. So, what have you been doing in past time during
Bath time. Sleeping. Working. I've been really. I'm not gonna get into this as much because I don't. Like 90% of people that I talk to this about just don't seem interested in it whatsoever. But I don't know why. But it's been intriguing me a lot recently. I've really been getting into just like cars. Like I want seriously been considering I really want to start working on cars.
Oh,
Like I really like there's I'm trying not to ramble. Okay. There's this YouTube channel. It's called Donut Media and they do a lot of like car videos and stuff. They're really funny guys. They have a YouTube channel. I'm like, that's like the dream, right?
yeah.
Like for me at least, because I've been getting I guess so into cars recently. Like they do like a YouTube channel and film all this stuff, which we both love doing,
Oh,
like
yeah, for
filming
sure.
and doing the podcast, obviously. And they're working on cars.
Yeah.
That's awesome. They get to like
That's
mod it
pretty
and
cool.
everything. But anyways, sorry, that's a little bit of a sidetrack. I've been passing a lot of my time with that though. How about you?
I've been going on the site called Omegle. Basically, if y'all know what it is, you can talk to people. And oh my gosh, I don't know if the mics picked that up. He just let out a huge fart, and we're in an enclosed room
I'm
right now.
nasty far. Yeah, we're John's room today. We
And I'm
usually don't record in here.
Yeah, but no, I've been going on Omegle. There's this one girl who was like, "You look like Peter Pan," and I'm like, No. And she was like,
you don't.
You're Peter Pan. And I'm like, no, I'm not. And she was like, you are. I'm like, my hair's not orange. My hair's brown. And I don't fly. I don't, no.
You look like Obama, but like not black.
You don't have big ears, and you're not like,
You don't have a health care plan.
you're not like, I'm Obama. That's something you don't do.
Yeah.
But
other than that, you're basically Obama.
Yeah. But no, but there's some there was this one girl who was like, you're cute, and her like corner of her face was on the screen, right? Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, like yeah, you're pretty too, like you have nice eyebrows and nice eyelashes. She had someone with her, and I was like, and is that your little brother? And it turns out it was her friend who was also a girl who was the same age as her, but she had short hair. So I complimented her. I was like, "Oh, is that your brother?" And then her face, she was like, and then she just skipped me.
Well,
and I was like, "Oh my god."
That's just how it be sometimes.
I felt so bad, dude.
God, did you hear that voice crack? Can you? I'm sorry. Can you believe I'm 18 years old. I want to be done with it. I want to be done with it, man. I'm tired of voice cracking.
My voice doesn't crack that much anymore. I'm surprised, really.
I know. You have a pretty deep voice. Like, you're like 16 years old.
No. No, it's not.
Well, like, think about it, like, or I guess it's that thing where you're like, your voice sounds higher pitched or different than what it actually is. Because to me, your voice sounds deeper than mine. Like,
I don't know. I guess the harmonics of it is weird. Do you know what harmonics are? My voice just cracked.
I know.
Gosh dang it!
I know it's an instrument that Plankton played in SpongeBob.
That ain't it. Anyways, but then there's also like really mean people on Omegle that are just like, I don't know if I can say it. It's whatever. It's like fag, and I'm like, and they just skip, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
And like, okay, so there's this one guy, and I think when you're called a fag, it's pretty easy to recover from that. You should be like, I'm not.
Yeah, but
I like
not,
women.
though.
But then he said something to me that I think was just like, it was life changing. I didn't know how to react to it. It caught me off guard. So he was like, "You're a faggot, and your room is a queer room." And I'm like,
My head's deep.
I'm like, how do I answer this? I'm like, I don't know if my room is a queer room. It doesn't have a personality. Oh God. So I was like, it made me cry and like, or you thought
my shoes fell off.
I did. My shoes fell off. I was very hurt about it.
I was very offended.
Like, no, but seriously, I was like, I don't know. What do I say to that?
Maybe he was trying to compliment it, but he just didn't know the words.
That looks like a faggot. That's a queer room. Like, what if my room, like the wall just opened? I was like, shut up. I like women.
I like women.
And I'm like,
does that mean your room is a boy?
So, anyways, dude, seriously though, I'm like, I don't freaking know.
I haven't been on Omegle in forever, but when quarantine started, actually, I got on Omegle. And I realized that I think I've grown out of it because, like, back in the day, like, I would get on Omegle and there would be kids my age, like, people my age. And not to say that there isn't now, but you just don't find as many, I guess, my age. Or, like, I mean, I have a full beard. Like, I look like a man, you know? And so I get on with, like, another, like, 18-year-old dude or like 18-year-old chick. They're like, "Bro, you're old. What are you doing on here?" I'm like, I'm like you. I just want to have a good time.
I'm only 18.
Yeah, give me a break, man. But that was my experience with Omegle recently. So
there's like these 2 12-year-old girls who are like, "Which one would you date?" And I'm like, Neither.
Yeah,
you're like 12.
I was just about to say.
Like 12.
Neither. I don't know
then,
you. You could be serial killer.
Like, just
children.
for my looks. And I'm like, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna have some fun with this. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna put you through a series of questions, and you're gonna have to answer them or whatever. So as they answer the questions and all that, and I'm like, okay, y'all have literally told me nothing because you gave me the same answers. But then later, they're like, where are you from? I'm like, Georgia. And the girl with the glasses is like, is that in Arkansas? And then, yeah, I was like, well, I guess I know who I'm dating. And then I just skip, and she's like,
is that in Arkansas?
Is that in Chicago?
Is that in Arkansas? I have a cousin down there. Clearly either from the north or just dumb.
Or just not from America, even though they said they were from America. They're lying to me. I think another weird thing that's been happening during quarantine is, like, I've been having some weird dreams. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, one of them, I think was the scariest dream that I've experienced. Basically, it was like this convention thing where it's like, oh, we invite these little kids. No, that's not weird.
That is a scary dream.
Kids my age, kids 16-year-olds or whatever.
Yeah.
So
well,
it was like
a minor. It was like
still
creepy.
It was like a talent show thing. So they're like, so they had like a stage or whatever, and then they're like, but first, before you do this, and it's like a what is it called? A gym. It's like a gymnasium filled out with chairs, and there's a thing. And then basically we're all sitting down like, you have to fill out these books or whatever, and it's like a weird series of tests like math, English, at least the other people's were. Mm-hmm. Mine was not. When I picked up mine, I started getting flashes of horrifying images and like horrifying sounds, like creepy sounds, right?
So if this is a multiple choice, I'm gonna pick B. It's like, all right, option
Would you
A.
choose or all right, no, but and then the images that are being flashed was like my family being brutally murdered.
Oh wow!
And it was like one of those things like quickly going, like flashing by, and then it just ended with like, oh, by the way, the the like phrase or whatever, like the motto of the place was like, your future starts here, and blah blah blah. So then afterwards, I don't know why,
It sounds like a cult, like brainwashing.
but then
thing,
it showed
dude.
like this girl with a cut off face, and then everything's turned black, and it said, your future starts here. I woke up and I was like, Dad! I was like, Dad! Yeah, it was really scary.
That sounds horrifying.
I wish I could control dreams like those.
I lucid dreamed for the first time. If you don't know, lucid dreaming is basically having complete awareness that you are dreaming and complete control over your dream. So I used to do it all the time when I was a kid, and I didn't know, like, I guess how special it was, because when I got older, it just stopped happening. And so I saw this, there's actually this TikTok creator. I don't know his name,
I do
but
know
he's
what you're
all
talking
about lucid dreaming. So I kind of started doing some things, and it took me like 2 weeks, but I eventually had a lucid dream. I guess just because it was on my mind so much. Oh my gosh, please stop cracking, boys. It was on my mind. Shoot. Oh yeah, no. But it was a weird lucid dream, right? Because I feel like I was half in and half out.
Mm-hmm.
Like I knew that I was dreaming, but I was so limited as to what I could do. I think because I was like, but are you lucid dreaming? And I was like, yeah, I know I'm dreaming. Like that man doesn't have a banana for a hand. Like, what do you mean?
He's
like,
not half a lobster.
So, I was like, oh, I can do anything. I was like, well, I'm going to fly. And I did. I flew. And those always feel so real. It was so nice. And I woke up, I felt so good. Like, I just felt so good. I was just like, that was amazing.
Yeah. I learned that melatonin gives me weird dreams. Like, I
Is
think...
that the stuff that makes you...
No. No. It's not
melanin.
a drug. It's
I'm
not...
thinking of melanin. I was going to say... Never mind.
Is that what makes you... is that a weed? No, but like the dream that I was talking about earlier, I took like 15 grams of melatonin. It was weird. So this morning, I learned that like dreaming or whatever, I learned that from like, I'm going to go to bed, I'm going to sleep, I'm going to have a good dream. It like does something. It's where I actually dream or whatever. So this morning, I don't know what I was dreaming, but when I woke up at like 1:40 at night, and it looked like there was these weird like orange like cubes on my like on my wall, and like it was really weird because I was like still half asleep, and for some reason my mind was creating like a storyline. It was like, oh yeah, when Uncle Kevin was installing stuff, he drew those orange cubes, and now they've reappeared. And then like snapped out, and I'm like, they're no orange cubes.
Those aren't orange cubes. What are you doing, brain?
It's weird. So
Dude, what the frick? Dreaming's so weird.
it really is. There's something
Like, well, I think it's weird too, because number one, like what, like sleep is for rest, right?
Yeah.
Like go to sleep, get rejuvenated, but your brain's like, nah.
Your brain's like,
Yeah, literally like, nah. And on top of that, when you're in a dream, like the strangest stuff could be happening. Like you're like walking down the street and like Godzilla comes out, but he's like
welcome to my game.
yeah,
show.
he's like and he's like half the size that he usually is or whatever.
Yeah.
So he's like big, but he's not that big. And then you're like, oh man, why is he not that big? And then he's like, oh hey Garrett, and you're like, oh hey dude, what's up? And you just think that you're in real life and that, you know, this half-size Godzilla is just your reality now, and this is all normal.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, you want to hop in my my time traveling DeLorean real quick? And I'm like, oh my god, I remember that from a movie. They made it a thing. Like what? Like,
yeah.
it's ridiculous. I don't know how
Yeah.
we rationalize that.
I had this one dream that was like I grew up, and it felt real, like day by day by day by day, right? Mm-hmm. I grew up, I met this girl, I married her, I had children, and then I died with like all my family members being like, we are here with you. And then I woke up and I was like,
I I've lived a life.
I was
Dude,
like, I'm old now.
I told my buddy
80.
Lucas about this, but I had a dream where I had a child with this girl that was in my life at the time, and she basically was like up and gone.
Yeah.
And you know, we had been together for a couple weeks, and then we had this child, and I just remember in the dream being like, and like everybody was mad at me because they were like, "Oh, you had a baby with this girl, and you aren't even married," and now she's off and gone. Like, you know, they were all like, everybody was upset at me, and all I could think was, "Oh my God, like I'm so like in love with this child. Like I love my child so much."
Yeah.
And that felt so real. And then literally, like, yeah, like I kind of did the same thing. Like I got to raise this child. And then all of a sudden it was like I woke up and I was like, I feel like I've lost my child. It hurts.
No!
And we're back.
We're back.
Sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties.
Yeah, our recording software was just like, shut up.
Yeah, stop talking about your baby, man.
But yeah, as we were saying, yeah, but you like meet somebody who looks like that baby, like later in life, and you like Thor, you're like, I know her.
Yeah,
she's from work.
Yeah,
and everybody's like, what?
What are you talking about?
What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
No, I had this thing though where I dreamed about one person over the summer, like every night, right?
Did you know this person?
Yeah, I knew this person, and then basically though. When I went, because the thing is last year in school, basically I was out for the last half of the year because I was really sick, right? So I was like dreaming about this one person, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I can't wait to see them when they actually.
Were they naked?
No.
Ever?
No.
In the dream?
No.
I'm sorry.
Yes. No. I'm kidding. No, but seriously, and then when I went to school, like. We got like separated basically. I wasn't like in any of their classes, and now they won't return like any Snapchats or anything for some reason. And I'm like, ooh.
Is this IRL now or the dream?
Yeah, in real life.
What?
So it's so weird going from like dreaming about, because it feels like a bond that's like being built even though the person isn't there or whatever, because it's just like, oh, I know this person, right?
But you dream about them so often.
But then in real life there's like nah. And I'm like, whoa.
You should just Snapchat. Is it a boy or a girl?
Is it a boy or a girl? Just out of nowhere. Well, this has been fun, and it's time for next time on Dreamcast.
You didn't answer John Miguel Boyko. You didn't answer my question.
Wait, what?
I said the person that you were dreaming about. Is it a boy or a girl?
A girl.
Okay. What's her name and address?
I know. I will not say the name or the address because, first of all, I don't know the. Mimi just added me on Snapchat.
She's like,
I'm not even joking. Oh my.
She's like TBH question mark.
Sorry. So, what do you think about?
Was good,
all right. Next time on Dreamcast.
Next time on Dreamcast. Thanks, guys, for listening to us talk.